Gentlemen, welcome back to the Tiege Hanley Starting a Business, Building a Brand vlog. This one, big number 212. So, lots to catch up on with Tiege Hanley. Lots of stuff to talk about. We're doing a TV thing. We are doing the lip balm thing. We had that video that you guys hated, that voice. It was so annoying. It was me. So let me start there. Then we'll go through this sort of like in order. We also need to talk about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, lots of good stuff happening with Tiege Hanley. So that video that we showed in the last vlog, if you guys missed it, last vlog 211, showed you this like sort of like feel good inspirational thing. Well, the majority of the comments were about how terrible and how awkward and how everything the audio was in terms of my voice. Some people didn't know that it was my voice, which I thought was kind of funny. So if you guys hated my voice on that, you should have heard the original. So when Kelly sent that to me the first time, they used somebody else, somebody who's actually in the office, I believe. And the voice, it was, you thought I was like, it's not that the voice was bad, it's just that it just didn't feel right. It felt super awkward, it felt very weird. And I heard that, I'm like, Kelly, I'll do it. And so I'm like, but I don't have like a booth and I don't have like really great like audio equipment. He's like, no, don't worry about it. Just do whatever you did or can do. And so I have one of those like microphones for like doing podcasts and stuff. That's pretty big. I think, what is it called? I don't remember. Anyway, so I filmed it. And the way that I did it is that I watched the video and I just talked, you know, as the words came up, I did it. And then I sent the file to Joanne and the team to sort of put it together and make it work. And there was no like audio mixing that I'm aware of. I mean, this was like I said, this was kind of just like us trying something out, seeing what you guys thought. But the takeaway was, we shouldn't just do things like that kind of half-assed. And not that it was half-assed by any stretch of the imagination. We worked really hard on that video, but in terms of like the audio and my voice and trying to make it right, it wasn't 100% perfect. I didn't think it was as bad as you guys thought, but whatever. I'm biased because it was me and my voice. Anyway, let's talk now about lip balm. So here's the deal. I just got this in my box. So for those of you who don't know, I am actually a Tiege Hanley subscriber. I'm not only one of the founders, I am a customer. I pay every month to get my level 3 Tiege Hanley system in there. And so the really cool thing is that recently I've been adding products and testing things out. And lip balm, for those of you who are a Tiege customer, you can go in and add this to your next box. And it's really cool, right? You can just be like, yo, hook me up with a lip balm. Or you can go in and add, other products. If you're like, yo, I need an extra face wash. I want one for the gym and one for home. I want another PM moisturizer. I go through the scrub too fast. Like, you can now add products. And so the other day, my box was getting ready to ship. I went in, boom. I placed the order for lip balm, which is a whole nother story because we actually had the first batch like screwed up by the manufacturer. I told you. This one, buckle up. There's a lot going on. So I got it. This was the first time, it was actually like, I think Monday, I got this. It was the first time I have seen the finished product. And when I got it, I was so impressed. And I know that like, you're like, yeah, right, Alvy. It takes a lot to impress me, right? Because a lot of the things that we do at Tiege Hanley is like top of the line, like A+, like we really go above and beyond. But when I saw this, because I was privy to the information about all the stuff like, oh, we need a back panel and how are we going to do this because it doesn't fit on the back of the thing and how many different iterations. Literally, this was version like 35. It took us like 35 different versions to get the final product. It's SPF of 30. It is smooth. It is perfect. It doesn't make your lips white. Like, we have gone through just so many different versions of this. And so anyway, so I was super impressed. It comes in this little sleeve, and the reason it comes in this little sleeve is because of all the stuff that we need to have on it. It has an SPF of 30. It is a moisturizing lip balm. And then inside this little cute little sleeve is the super sexy lip balm. All right, and as you can see, it resembles the rest of our packaging. Matte black, shiny non-matte cap, and it's just amazing. It's got a little like safety seal in there, so you got to sort of pick that off when you get it. But when I got this, the finished product, I was like, that is amazing. I tried it. I'm like, all right, let's see. And I was blown away at how great this product is. The entire team, everybody, has been so invested in developing this product that it's so incredible. And when I got it and I saw it and I used it, I mean, it's got this like really, I don't even know what to say it sort of smells like. It's got no flavor. It's creamy. It goes on. It doesn't leave your lips like super shiny. It's just an incredible product. The best lip balm I have ever used. Hey, when you come, will you bring it up? I'm filming a vlog. I won't be able to come down. Okay, bye. So that was my wife. She's getting me coffee. And so you get to meet her. I'm kidding, right? You thought, come on. That would be the thumbnail if it was. You know me better than that. I'm all crazy today. All right, so anyway, I typically, up until this point, have been a Vaseline type guy. Vaseline works great for, moisturizing your lips, but it doesn't have an SPF, and there have been some people saying that Vaseline isn't amazing in terms of it being a petroleum-based product to put on your body. But here's the deal. The fact is, I was so freaking impressed with this product, the packaging, the presentation, the performance, that I called Kelly immediately, and I was like, yo, actually I called Kelly and Rob, and I said, this is amazing. Congratulations, great job. Because honestly, I haven't been very involved in the development of this product. I've tried a few of the samples, a few of the other samples. I've been like, yeah, this is good, but we kept making it better. Now, the problem, we got the batch, it was like, we got like tons. Okay, so here's the thing. See, I told you, there's just so much to talk about. Because of the quantity that we're ordering from our manufacturer, they had to do this in 3 separate batches. It's also a good idea to not do just one batch for the reasons I'm about to tell you. So we got the batch, they started like packing it and putting it in kits, and then people started actually noticing, we started noticing that the consistency was not 100% consistent on all of the lip balms. Like, what the hell is going on? And so, long story short, our chemist sort of looked at the batch records from the way that the manufacturer sort of put everything together and built the product. And he said, no, this is why it's not consistent. This is the reason they got to do it again. And so the good news is that we had 2 other sort of batches of this product being made that was already like in the works. And so some of them were okay, not all of them on this first batch. And so we presented them, the lab, hey, this is the deal, you screwed up. And they're like, you're right, this is on us. And so the good news is that we've got 2 other batches in the works. Not all of the first batch was bad, but anyway, it's just part of the process. Seems like we keep getting hit with these like little like issues when it comes to manufacturing, even though you would think like, oh, it's a science. Add this plus this, cook it to this temperature, pour it into this, and everything should be great, right? It's a formula. Unfortunately, it is not that simple, but what is simple is this stuff is amazing. If you guys want to check it out, hit your dashboard and you can add it to your next box. All right, so now let's talk about Black Friday, Cyber Monday real quick. Going into it, we were nervous. We were nervous because last year we offered 40% off of a kit. It was a big discount, and we sold a ton of them, like thousands. Thousands of new people signed up. Thousands of people got, kits of Tiege Hanley last Black Friday. So this year, we're like, we're not going as big. Because you guys know, you guys are a part of this, so you know that we've cut back on our discounting. And we're like, all right, we want to do something. We're going to give people 20%, and which is the biggest discount that they've seen since our level, or our quarter, I think, 3... Yeah, our quarter 3 meeting when we sort of, no, quarter 2. So it's been months that people haven't seen anything bigger than like 10% in terms of a discount. So we thought, all right, it's going to be the biggest discount that people have seen. But what we want to do is highlight and showcase the fact when they hit that landing page, all of the member benefits, which is part of our like retention strategy, where you get a T-shirt, you get a free product, you get all sorts of stuff. When you sign up for Tiege now, as you sort of go through and stay a member, box 2 you get this, box 3 you get this, box 4 so we're giving you more stuff. And like we said in a few other vlogs, all that stuff is expensive, but it's part of us trying to really value our customers more so than just trying to give people a discount to get them in the door. We are doubling down on making sure that you know how much we appreciate you and trying to keep you as a customer longer. Something that we didn't do a great job of when it comes to retention. So anyway, so that was sort of the play. So it's like, let's give them 20%, drive them to the landing page, and outline in detail what you are getting as you become a Tiege member and as you stay as a Tiege member. And I gotta tell you, we were actually pretty impressed with how we did. We did not do as many subscribers, new subscribers, as last year. We were off. We were off by about 25% of the total number that we did the year before. But it's still a huge, crazy success. And it was so great for the team to come together and to have this type of success with Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We didn't give away, our testicle in order to get people to subscribe like we have in the past. And so it was a good learning experience for us that we can still, maintain a very, 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 very healthy profit margin and, still do great numbers in terms of sales that will move the needle without giving away the farm and the testicle. I don't know what's up with the testicle analogy. You get what I'm saying. So it was a crazy success. We didn't do the numbers or the volume that we did the year before. We were off 25%, but it's still a great number, and it moved the needle, and we started really going in a positive direction again. And so it was awesome. It was awesome to see. And hopefully those new customers will stay a long time because, we're now doing more to incentivize them to stay. Can't even talk. To stay. Now, let's talk about the over-the-top television that we are getting ready to do. So over-the-top television is a name that they have given sort of pre-roll for streaming services. So if you're streaming something, Hulu, Netflix, I don't know exactly where it's going. Probably not Netflix. I don't think it's Netflix. But you get what I'm saying. You're streaming, right? You are now able to put like an ad at the front of that whatever you're watching. And so I think it was Rob was at one of these like conferences with a lot of these other subscription services and e-commerce businesses, and there was a lot of noise. A lot of people were talking about the effectiveness of this over-the-top television. And so what we are doing is we are getting ready to spend money to do a new sales video that we are going to show. And it's basically like it's kind of, think of it like pre-roll on a YouTube video, but it's streaming services. You can stream online, you can stream on your TV, you can stream on your computer. We are getting ready to hire another agency, not the same agency that we spent like 40 grand on that crappy Tiege Hanley promo video that we did, a few years ago. This is a different company that actually did not win the job from before, but it was a company that we really liked. We really loved sort of the direction. And it's funny because the direction that they went back then that we didn't listen to was more along the lines of the video that you saw that we just posted the other day with my voice that you guys hated. But it was in the spirit of, more inspirational. You're awesome. We think you're great. It was what they did back then, but back then we were too dumb and we thought, nah, we need a funny video. We need something funny because everybody's doing funny. That didn't work, and so we went back to them because we enjoyed them. We thought they did such a good job before presenting, even though we didn't ultimately go with them for the job or that $40,000 video before. We went back to them and said, hey, we need to create a really high quality professional sales video that we're going to be using as sort of like our sales mechanism for these over-the-top television, spots. And it's just like anything else. You bid, you can spend $5 promoting it, you can spend $1 million promoting it. But the cost of this video is $10,000. I just wanted to let you guys know because we talked about that other video. And so we will show you. We just received the rough cut of it, and we're not ready to show it to you, but I am going to show you on one of these upcoming vlogs the video and get your input and insight. It was, like I said, it's costing us $10,000, but it's high quality, it's professional. I'm assuming the audio is going to be great, and it's definitely not going to be me, but we're excited about it. We're excited to test it. We're excited to try, because a lot of these other companies have been talking about the success of doing this over-the-top, television. It's just another medium, and I think that as we start to stream more, as we start to sort of consume content differently, I think that it's going to become more popular. But right now, we're still in the infancy of this platform and this as a mechanism and a sales channel. But I don't know. And so I will report back how it does. It might not do anything. And I really feel like it does depend, because you can get very, very, very granular in terms of who you're showing it to. And, we want it on this, we want it on that, we want it shown to this age group, we want, it on this streaming service, this show. I mean, you can really target granularly, just like you can on YouTube with the services. And so it's really cool. And so if you can identify who your audience is, who your customer base, what your demographic is, and what your cohort that you're going after is, you can target them specifically. But we don't know if it's going to work. We have no idea. All we know is that we're willing to give it a try, because we have to consistently and continuously evolve as a company. We can't just use influencers, right? Like, that pool is going to eventually dry up. There's only so many people watching that content. And we also don't want to be pigeonholed. We want to constantly be trying and testing. We've tested some local radio. That didn't really work so great. We've tested, some magazines in the Chicago area. One of our biggest, consumer or customer bases is Chicago. It's Los Angeles, it's New York, it's these large cities. It's Texas. I think it's Dallas is another one of our large customer bases. And so we got to try things. And so this is the next step in the evolution of Tiege Hanley 2.0 marketing machine. I think. We'll see. To be determined in terms of its effectiveness. The video, though, we will show you before it rolls out. When it's finished, I'm going to come on, I'm going to show you and get your input. Hopefully you like their voice better than mine. Guys, now let's get to your business questions, if there were any, because I got to sort through all the people that told me how bad my audio sucked. You want to see my wife's hand? Here, you want to come in? Here. Let me taste it. Hold on. Hey, wait, hold on. You haven't tried this. Come here, try this. It's our new lip balm. I want your honest opinion.
Smells good. It's minty.
I thought it was lemony.
I smell mint.
Mint? Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I like it. It's nice and slick. It's nice.
You like it?
Does it have SPF in it?
SPF 30, baby.
Good.
All right.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Just dropped my lip balm, woman. All right, so that was a little sidetrack. Thanks for the coffee. It's amazing. Lip balm. She likes it. I love it. You're going to love it. Whatever. First question comes from our friend Gary Hernandez, Self-Defense and Urban Survival. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Question. As you get older, do you find it's easier to manage and maintain your companies, or are you having to work harder because of new companies opening and younger competition? So this is an incredible question, one that I'm going to probably butcher, but the deal is this. At least for me and my experience, it's not me in terms of me getting older, it's my companies evolving and getting older and growing up, right? When you start, certain things are harder, certain things are easier. As you get older, those things that were easy get harder, and some of the things that were hard in the beginning get easier. And the reason is because your company is growing up, you're evolving. And so I would say that it's just as hard today, just for different reasons, as it was when we started. Like Tiege Hanley. When we started Tiege Hanley, we didn't know what we didn't know. And so certain things were easy. It's like, oh, we're just going to start selling, and oh my gosh, everybody likes it. And we were the new kids on the block. And so that's fun. It's exciting. But as we've aged and as we've gotten older as a company, a lot more competition has come to the party. Now, the good news is that we have, over the years, built a very, very strong company. And we are ready to fight. like, come on, like, bring it on. But we are having to fight harder now than we ever have before, not only to maintain our customer base and our business, but we are having to fend off all these young whippersnappers who think they want a piece of this. Gentlemen, I'm telling you, they don't want a piece of us because we will throw down. And like Tiege Hanley, come on, like we are the scrappy underdogs. We started this 3 plus the Chemist 4, you know, outside. Actually, the Chemist was an insider. We, Kelly, myself, and Rob, were outsiders. There's no reason that Rob, Kelly, myself, 3 outsiders, we have no experience in the skincare industry. There's no reason why we should have been able to come in and kick the shit out of these other guys. Now, I'm not saying that we do more in business. I'm not saying that we, you know, have crushed them, but I am saying this, that we have built an incredible company from zero with really zero experience. And so for us, like, we're scrappy as hell. Like, you want to try us? You want to come at us? Come on. But I'm telling you, we constantly have to be defending ourselves. Like, we have, like, I just got something from Kelly the other day, like all of our like trademarks and everything in all these different countries. I mean, we have gone out and had to defend ourselves and our trademarks, uncomplicated skincare for men. We've had to defend ourselves. We actually defended ourselves and won. We sent a cease and desist to a really big company that was using the word uncomplicated on skincare. And we said, that's ours. And so you really got to do your work, your homework. You got to make sure that you are, you know, protecting yourself as much as possible. But that's not even your question. What the hell am I even talking about? That wasn't even your question. Actually, it was kind of your question. So to answer your question, as your business gets older, certain things get easier, certain things get harder. It's just the way that it is. But you have to continually bust your ass if you want to stay relevant and you want to fend off all these young whippersnappers that are coming. But Tiege, we're ready. And the last business question comes from Manik Arvidha. Sorry for butchering, buddy, but thank you so much for being a part of this. Before I get to this question, guys, if you've got a business question or business-related question, down in the comments, start it with business question and then ask your question. This blog is about you. From day one, we wanted to be a resource for you in order to just come along with our journey and learn from our mistakes, because we've made a ton of them and we're going to continue to make a ton of them, but we just want to help. And so if there's anything you're wondering or thinking about in terms of business, down in the comments, start it with business question and ask your question. Anyway, our boy says, will you fear taking risks in business? The answer is hell yes. Yeah, taking risks is scary. It's always scary. Today, it's funny you mentioned, or you asked this question today, because you know what I did today? Right before I got back here, you know what I had to go do? Personally, I had to go to the bank and wire a bunch of money to purchase that building that I had mentioned a few times ago. And it was a lot of money, and it was scary as hell. And I'm sitting there, and like even now, like I know what's going to happen with that building. Like I've got a good feeling about it, and I'm excited. And I'll tell you guys more about it as it kind of unfolds. But as I get closer to being able to tell you what it's going to be. But no, it's scary every time you take a risk. Every time you do anything that's different, it's scary. But I got to tell you, if you're not willing to take those risks, if you're not able to push down those fears, you're never going to move forward, because it's the fear, it's the uncomfortable situations that you find yourself in being an entrepreneur that you've got to deal with. You've got to manage it, because the fear is what holds so many people back. The fear is what prevents people from doing what they want, or to go out there and grab it and reach for their dreams. Guys, you've got to take fear and you got to punch it in the face. Now, fear is good though, because fear keeps you safe in some situations. Like if you were just like, what? I'm just gonna, I'm running, who cares? Like, we'll see what happens. That's stupid. And you can get into a lot of trouble that way. Fear kind of keeps you in check. And it prevents you from making any stupid decisions. No, it doesn't. Fear does not prevent you from making stupid decisions, but it at least will make you stop a moment and think about it before you actually jump. And it's a good thing, but you need that fear, because without it, if it was easy, everybody would do it, and it's not. It's hard. But being an entrepreneur is amazing, but it's scary and it's hard, and there is no straight path. And so you just got to stay focused and believe in yourself and be able to deal with the fear and those uncomfortable feelings that you're going to feel, because you will feel them. But the upside, nothing's better than that. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to wrap things up. I feel like this might be a long one. For those of you who are still hanging in there with us, I'd like to give you a little Tiege Hanley Alpha M knuckle bump and say thank you for always being a part of this and for double monk strap. We love you. I totally screwed the pooch on this one. Gentlemen at Tiege Hanley, we love you more than what? Say it with me, our double monk strap shoes.